Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
it's that time again.
Is it about that time?
We motherfucking back.
Is it about that time?
Shit.
Yes, sir.
If I could have your attention for a minute,
Just for a little bit.
I promise you I'm not here to waste your time. There go that word again.
What that word is?
Time.
Time.
You know that time and knowledge is the most essential and most valuable asset that we as a people do possess.
It's true.
And know that what we do to preserve and attain with those resources defines who you are and where you want to be with your life.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only thought that I want you to keep in mind with these conversations is ask yourself, who the fuck are you? And with each topic from here on out, think and make a plan for yourself. Like, what the fuck you think it is that you could do to better yourself for you and yours? Because the days we got going on,
Yeah,
it's finna get darker.
for sure.
And what we once known will be just a once upon a time very, very soon.
Very soon.
So it's time to equip yourself
Yeah.
as we move forward to this trilogy, people. It's TKC Trey, baby. You are welcome. We back. It's the council, you bastards.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh, Lord.
What it look like, bro?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell me, can you tell me, can you tell me, yeah.
Shit, my nigga.
What you,
That's right.
what you,
That's right.
yeah. What you niggas know about pain, yeah. You gon' feel all this pain, feel all this pain. What you niggas know about pain, yeah. Through the sunshine and rain, all that dirt on my name. What you niggas know about pain, yeah. You gon' feel all this pain, you gon' feel all this pain. What you niggas know about pain, yeah. Through the sunshine and rain, all that dirt on my name. What you niggas know about pain, yeah.
What you know about
Back at it again, folks. What's happening?
Yes, sir.
Yay. The King's Council, ladies and gentlemen. Back in effect. Episode 3?
episode straight.
3 of them things. Trey. Was good with my family, man. With my folk, my good peoples, man. What's happening with y'all brothers?
Bless. Energy.
Yeah. That's right. We back at it again, man.
Yes, sir.
Yay.
Yeah. They wasn't ready for us.
They wasn't ready. We've been
here.
hearing about y'all wanting us to come back out with another one, so of course we here to do that. You know what I mean? Sincerely here. Your boy Deuce the Deuce. You know what
By
I
the
mean?
name of motherfucking Boulevard P.
It's your boy OG Black.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And we just back for another one. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all doing right. Make sure y'all stay in line. Make sure y'all getting some insight. You know what I mean? Cause we back, man. We talking. You know what I'm saying? We full effect, swinging. You know what I mean? Season Trey. How it feel? It feel great.
Good as a motherfucker, dog.
It feel great. Yeah. You know what I mean? Can't complain. Glad to see my brothers in arms live and functioning well and moving. You know what I mean? On their own terms and by their own accord. You know what I mean? So,
They ever try to get a hold of us sometimes.
yeah.
Man.
So we gotta fight back.
But we gotta
You know what I
fight
mean?
back.
My people know you gotta fight back.
That's right.
You hear me? So we swinging. You know what I mean? Going for the gusto
Relentless.
every time. So where we at on this one, y'all? What we doing today?
Today we speaking of the Fortitude, right?
You gotta stay mentally strong. That's the only way you gonna
Mentally
fight back.
strong.
That's the only way you gonna be able to fight back.
Shoot.
Yeah, so we got some on that side. We're gonna talk about how to more or less keep what you already got in a foundation of your mental fortitude. How to make that prosper and grow. You know what I mean? Because it's just piggyback on what we talked about before. You know what I mean? The last time we was here, we was talking about the pros and cons of self-preservation. So now we gonna move, you know what I'm saying, to the next step of that. And you know what I'm saying, stacking up our foundation of mental fortitude from that. So yeah, what we got, man? What's on the agenda?
A lot of folks, man, been, you know, sitting there and asking what the hell is the premise of what we do. And I want to make, especially for this episode, I want to make it very clear. Like, understand that all we're trying to do is to break away from the constructs of mental bondage or the matrix, you know, as y'all motherfuckers want to call it.
Right.
Like, let these episodes right here, especially from this season, put y'all niggas in the spectrum of questioning, questioning the narrative and the mainstream systems, from media to education, the government, and the higher corporations. You know, so let's reconnect with nature. Let's seek knowledge and alternatives from these ideologies that suppress and bind us. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Let's elevate our physical and our mental clarity to acclimate ourselves into a self-sufficient lifestyle. You know, and let's build and bond with like-minded individuals. You know what I'm saying? Because we all trying to seek the motherfucking truth at the end of the day, dog. So,
always. Every time.
That's what the fuck we trying to do.
That's what we here for. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? With the mental fortitude that we willing to get there with that and helping everybody out with that, you gotta have discipline. You know what I mean? Gotta have some self-love. So we gonna talk about that today. And some boundaries.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Some things we gotta establish and put in the air for them to get with. You know what I mean? We got OG Black over here, so he gon', you know what I'm saying, hook us up with some techie energy. Yeah, man. We got Suicide Awareness Month from last month that we didn't get to cover, so we're gonna combine that. Yeah, I mean, and of course we know we got some breast cancer survivors and people like that we definitely have holding our hearts. So we gonna, you know what I'm saying, make sure they feel this love for that today, because it take all mental fortitude to even get through all of these things, man. So yeah, I mean, it's all an example of how you can more or less up yourself, keep yourself up. So we gonna, you know, mind games. We gonna speak on your fears and facing those, and what's your greatest adversity in this life. You know what I mean? Everybody adversity may be different, so what you may deem as great to them may not be as great to the other one or as monumental. So, yeah, I mean, and then everybody's own perspective, we gonna find out what's your greatest fear and find out how we can conquer that, because it may help them out there. You know what I mean? Yes. So that's the main thing. At the end of the day, we here to help y'all. That's what it's about. That's what the premise of this is about. Here at the King's Council, it's helping y'all, helping, of course, ourselves at the same time. But we here for y'all. It's what we do it for. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we're going to have Black Check Energy on that side. He got some good stuff. Definitely from the mental side. I know it. Common Sense with your boy Deuce to Deuce. Illy. Illosophy 101. Yeah. So,
without further ado, nigga, let's take it the fuck away.
Take him away.
Drink your water, nigga.
All right, so what's the first one we talking about?
All right, so first on deck, yeah, I mean, we got some stories. I know we always bring the light that we try to talk about here at the King's Council to give y'all some examples of where to base everything off of. You know what I mean? So I know we before was talking about a couple of stories. One like D Rose retiring. You know what I mean? That's definitely dope to see. Definitely, if any story for mental fortitude, bruh, that's a story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's a prime example. Never give up, never quit. Hold your head up, work hard, and it'll pay off. You know what I mean? No matter what comes your way. So, you know what I mean? I don't know if we want to start there.
Shout out to Rose, man.
Shout out to Big Rose.
You know what I mean? Because he definitely, especially also too with the NBA starting, I think tonight is dope for us to be right there on it. You know what I mean? So, definitely that's a story. You know what I'm saying? That's big that everybody can relate to, seen, grew up in that era of seeing. You know what I mean? Somebody who was at the top of the height of the league, MVP. What was it? Well, he won a national. Did he win a national championship at Memphis? I don't think he did.
Nah, he didn't.
Nah, but he was in the tournament. I remember him being in the NCAA tournament.
From my memory, they made it to the Final Four.
Something like that. They made it for, if not Elite Eight.
Too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was young doing it.
Playing under Coach Calipari.
Nah, that's Kentucky. He was at Memphis.
I remember he was at Memphis, and then he went to
Kentucky.
Calipari's
always at Kentucky.
Who?
Calipari.
John played. He
was always at Kentucky.
Who coached at Memphis? Derrick Rose.
Not Penny, but I think Penny there now. Well, I don't know about back then. But I know, Calipari never coached at Memphis. I know it was always Kentucky. But Memphis, he definitely put Memphis on to have some type of program. You know what I mean? That's another thing too. Like the impact that you balling so hard, you lead those type of legacies. Mentally, how that messes with you. All these expectations for you in the league is like, yo, you gonna be that dude. Then he meets the expectation.
Sure did.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
MVP, take franchise. Of course, that's historic and has the shadow of MJ, so that's never gonna be duplicated again. But if anybody could have been close,
for Chicago, yeah, it had to be D Rose.
right?
Had to be.
Let alone the hometown hero. You know what I mean? Come back home, get the team to its height. That's just a lovely story, man. But if you actually go watch his videos and his
highlights
and how he battled back to get there, that's so inspirational, yo. Like that's such a dope, inspirational story. So we gotta salute D Rose for mental fortitude, for having discipline, self-love, and care for himself and his body to get back after a devastating blow of a ACL, MCL, whatever the tear or ligaments or destruction of the knee may have caused. You know what I mean? My man bounced back to the highest stage. You know what I'm saying? And still perform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No matter what team he went to, still did something, had an impact.
The nigga went to New York,
Yeah.
Cleveland, Minneapolis, Detroit, and Memphis.
Yeah.
That boy was, yeah.
And had an impact on every spot he went to. You know what I mean? Whether on or off the court, whether big or small. You know what I mean? He did something somewhere for somebody. And it's mental. You know what I mean? That's the only way you can be that balanced, flexible, accepting of your role.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because to be that dog and then to have to take a step back because you can't be physically. You know what I mean? Mentally, you know what should and should be done, but physically, your body just saying nah. And mentally, you have to deal with that. That's, man.
Pain and suffering.
Real talk.
Like, yeah, speaks for itself. That boy crazy.
Yeah. So, nah, definitely.
Let's put on that highlight real quick for D Rose to salute real quick.
Yeah. My man deserve that. You know what I mean?
We as a council, we salute you. We appreciate your efforts, man. We appreciate your contribution to the game, man.
Yeah. So
you inspired us all, my G.
Real talk.
Yes, sir.
Real talk. All them ghetto boys and girls, man. They looked up to D Rose for sure.
Southside Chicago.
Southside, baby.
Southside.
You know what I mean? So you can't be mad at that at all, and can't knock that mental fortitude he has, you know what I mean, to be disciplined to his craft and love that. So, yeah, man, we salute you at the King's Council, D Rose. 1 time for the 1 time, 2 times for the boy Deuce, and 3 times for anybody else. Hey, you did. So, yeah. Moving on, man. Moving on.
Speaking of NBA, what else do we got? The Kembe Mutombo.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace.
That one hit.
Legend.
That one hit deep.
Big legend.
No.
Huge. Not only just on this side, but in the motherland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Back, rebuilding his community, schools, job opportunities, you know, putting a roof over everybody's head, bringing electricity into this country too. That was one major thing he had going on. Shout out to Dikembe.
Right.
No.
Straight up. One of the greats to ever do it. As a big man. You You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, for sure,
I'm
definitely.
gonna give a moment of silence for Dikembe Mutombo, man. Thank you, man.
What's up?
Condolences
To their
his
family. Definitely to his family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What else we talking, man? And then
we're moving on to
so we definitely just got through Suicide Awareness Month.
there's so much stuff that has actually happened, man, recently.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, there was a situation out in Pennsylvania, Gettysburg.
Oh yeah.
Somebody
Getting carved.
somebody got carved in their chest, man. Some racial slur.
Not just somebody. A brethren.
A brethren got carved. I wanna believe they said they carved nigga on that Negro's chest, right?
I know they carved in. I don't know if they got that far before somebody got to him.
But yeah, they
Well, I heard they carved in, but I know they was trying to carve nigga.
They cut him up with the box cutter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this happened in September. It was at the Gettysburg College in Pennsylvania.
What was that? I don't know if they released the details on the brother's name or not.
Yeah, they ain't released the name so far yet, but
Didn't they release the people who actually
I thought so too.
Name,
I thought so too.
The letter N on that man's chest.
So, all right, so supposedly the response of everything is that the college launched an investigation and the student is no longer enrolled. Okay.
I mean,
I
don't think that was their decision to unenroll him, but yeah.
The college president said that the incident was not a result of an unhealthy team culture and that the captains should be praised for reporting it. I guess it happened at a team party or something like that.
I heard it did have another
You know what I'm saying? But you know, you there's been times, man, I've seen, you know, certain situations where it's like being like they be like the token black kids and they be in like, you know, little sets of situations where they the only Negro up in there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be aware of your surroundings, my man, cause everybody that's smiling in your face ain't for you.
Facts.
Well, you also too shouldn't have to worry about being like that
Yeah, you
anymore.
shouldn't have to
You know
be
what I
like that
mean?
in the first place,
it's not
though.
like it's 1922. It's 2020. You know, it ain't 1924 and it's 2024.
Right, but we still in the real world, so you know,
Right.
you gotta self-protect yourself regardless. Don't
Always.
matter if you think that it's something gonna happen or not. So it's like, come on, man. But it's sad that we still have to go through those type of things out here.
Definitely.
Especially those so stupid shit like that, man.
Definitely.
So yeah.
So what are the actions that are being taken place besides them?
Well, as always, you know, the NAACP got involved.
Ain't the ones who did it though? Ain't there people in the police? From what I heard, ain't they, like one of their daddies I thought was a sheriff, or I might be thinking of the homes that got rolled up in the wrestling match. I might be thinking about him.
Okay. Yo, okay.
They said the victim's family filed a complaint with the NAACP, the Pennsylvania Commission for Human Relations. They wanted this incident to be a transformative movement for the college to live up to the ideals of diversity, but like it's all in all, this seems like they ain't done shit. If there has been something else, I haven't gotten the the information on that, so y'all can go check that out or whatever. Again, it's at the Gettysburg College. But yeah,
that's wild.
it just don't. It's sad when like they do so much stuff to us, and like they really don't put forth an effort to like really handle these situations. But
yeah,
if it was a white boy or girl, you know.
And yet we still gotta forget about slavery and how we was treated, our ancestors treated, and we go through on a daily basis.
Segregated, prejudice, all of that. But yeah, I mean,
baby, we still here.
I mean, but that just shows, but just shows you how mentally tough we still got to be. You know what I mean? Even moving forward as a people and as a culture. So Yeah, I mean, definitely something to think about, something to take heed and go find out and dig into on that story, y'all. And let us know what's more to come on that, you know what I mean? Because so much is piece by piece that they're going to tell us and only give to the people because, of course, they don't want us to believe that people are still out here being racist or discriminatory in some kind of way or prejudiced in some kind of way. So they just think because you incorporating people, oh, you're not that, or you're in the safe zone. That's not how it always goes, unfortunately.
Sharpen your awareness.
Yeah,
It's around you.
I mean, but that you know, I don't know. We can you know what I'm saying, take a break and come back on that. But I was gonna say that just going to our next zone of like mental diversity and you know what I mean, things like that. So it's up to y'all if y'all want to do that. I think we should. All right, let's start.
We have and we still will overcome, y'all. Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
In regards to mental diversity, I believe when it comes down to it, it's like people. First of all, we all deal with trauma. You know, a lot of our trauma, you know, is based on the settings of, you know, how we all come together in the sense of like our upbringing and shit like that. And then a lot of that is constituted based on, you know, what the fuck our parents were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, vice versa. So, you know, generational curses and shit like that.
Right.
But I feel like, you know, when it comes down to it, it's like you got to understand, you know, what is it that you want for yourself? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, a lot of times, man, they, you know, they do a lot of shit, but sometimes, you know, if you was to ask them what the fuck you doing and why you doing, you can't even give a fucking answer. You know what I'm saying? And it is shit to think about. It's like, okay, you know, well, we just going and shooting the breeze. Like, I always ask people this: do you want to live or do you want to exist? But there's a big difference, a very big difference to
Good ass
that.
question.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, when it comes to like our fears and shit, dog, you know, I'm gonna get into it more so on my segment, but you know, I guess this is a good like start branching out and getting y'all's thought processes. How the fuck y'all feel with that?
Right. And that to me that's a good key thing because we've been talking about it all season, like, you know what I'm saying, where your genealogy or this come from and this, that, and the third. So with being, you have to be mentally diverse in this world to be open-minded to things, to how people act, react, where they come from, with it, why they traumas trigger them this way, that way. And then also too, you understanding that and coming into understanding people's mental diversity and figuring out why these things tick like that. Now it's like, all right, what are you doing to help better that?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, you can identify it all damn day and all day long. But if you ain't doing nothing about it,
it's null and void.
You just in the way. Yeah, I mean, you alert. You a great beacon. Don't get it twisted. Your role has been satisfied. Not saying that that's the only thing you can do. Yeah, I mean, that's what we was more or less coming to on this topic. Like, try not to have yourself put into that box.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that you can only be this way, or you can only operate this way because you come from this. This is how it should be. You know what I mean? So when you break out of that stigma and you have a diverse life, you know what I mean? First spiritually, then it will come through mentally, and then you'll see your physical abundance and more and everything that you're trying to do. But when you say in there just putting yourself in a box, or we can only think like this, or we can only be because we come from the ghetto, we can only be like, bro, you killing yourself faster than anything or anything else that you putting in yourself or trying to go after or anything else like that.
So that's ignorance at its finest.
Yeah, straight up. And insanity. So that's all I got to say on that, man. Wising up on that. Open your mind up. What you got on it, Black?
Well, on my part, just to piggyback off what you talking about, what to do when you're going through your mental breakdowns, your days of, not feeling well, or you don't feel like doing this and the third, you got to figure out what works for you and your mental. Whether it's that working out, reading, doing anything, but you got to do something to keep going. Keep your mind going. Don't stop and thinking about it, because all you're doing is setting yourself back. You got to keep going, because life is going forward.
Right. That's a big key.
More if I get into it, it's on my check your energy. So I'm gonna
I mean, shit. Then I guess it's we can. Yeah, we can just let you go on, have the flow. Let that man Black do what he do. You know what I mean? And, yeah, check y'all energy.
Drink your water first. You know what I'm talking about?
About to holler at you, check your energy.
So check your energy. So to really talk about what we talking about towards mental fortitude, it's all about stop making excuses for yourself and taking responsibilities for your actions, whether you move forward, you know what I'm saying, or to help yourself to be able to move forward from you being stagnated. So the day you take and complete responsibility for yourself, it's the day you stop making any excuses. The day you start, it's the day you make yourself to the top. Leadership is about taking responsibilities and not making no excuses. Check your energy, bitch.
About to holler at you, check your energy.
Appreciate you, Black, on that one. You know what I mean? You gave people real insight, like what to focus on, how to build like that foundation we already established. You know what I mean? So, nah, brother, I appreciate you for real.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Every time you get on to check their energy, you always bringing something, you know what I'm saying, that's deserving for them to hear and be a part of it. So, yeah, man, real talk, I really appreciate you, brother. You know what I mean? On that one. Like,
appreciate y'all too as well.
You already know.
Let's get it.
You know what I mean? All right.
What's that time, man?
Yeah.
Ready to say with me real quick?
About that time.
Better use your common sense. Better use your common sense. Better use your common sense. I do.
Yeah. Shisha out here freaking, girl. Hey, look, man. Common sense. Short, sweet. Ain't gonna hold you out too long. I don't try to anyway, because I usually come in. Because I know how it be. You know what I mean? And first thing first, rest in peace to my mother, Juliet, Darlene Medley. You know what I mean?
Peace.
She, it's pivotal in my whole process for this, because, you know what I mean? You gotta take care of your mental. You know, we just went through Suicide Awareness Month. You know what I mean? And for us as men, black people, it sounds like now we starting to really waking up about mental health. And I'm glad. I'm ecstatic. I'm enlightened. You know what I mean? Every way, shape, or form. Keep it up. Keep doing it. Keep spreading the awareness. Keep, you know what I'm saying, putting the red flags out there for people to see. Don't be ashamed, like we talked about the last jump, man, and I did before on the last episode, work on the cracks and crevices. But on this one, we got to talk about, you know what I'm saying, having that confidence in ourselves with our mental problems and our issues, no matter what's the up or the down. You know what I mean? I don't always look at it as a long-term situational thing that's going to keep you down. Everything temporary. Every little thing that you're going through is temporary. It's meant for something. It's meant for a reason. So put your head up, chest out, and deal with that junk. You know what I mean? Don't be no ignorant person trying to deal with it. Actually go ask some questions. You know what I mean? Seek first the kingdom, and everything else will be added unto you. So go to the source. You know what I mean? Go to the direct source that you need to fix the problem, whether it be the parents or grandparents or uncle or aunts or whoever, whether it be the job, whether it be the laziness, procrastination of you. You know what I mean? Sometimes we got to get out our own way. A lot of people don't want to hear this, but to that person that's hearing this, that's watching this right now, yeah, it's you. Yeah, it's you. It's you. Whatever that caused that reaction, whatever effect, yeah, it was you. And that don't mean it was a bad thing that it was you, but it was you. You get what I mean? If you understand that, the real ones understand, the real ones know. You know what I mean? You are the captain of your ship. And you decide to go where it needs to go. You decide to put it in the peril that you decide to put it in. You don't factor in risks. You don't factor in consequences. No matter where you going, no matter what the situation looks like, you're not living in reality. You got to start living in reality and having confidence in reality to know what's up and what's not. It just baffles me that certain grown people don't fathom or don't factor in consequences in life. More power to you. You'll figure it out in due time. This comes with maturity and things like that in this life. You know what I mean? It's cool. But like we said in the last one, don't leak it out to everybody else because you want to be ignorant, because you don't want to take care of your responsibilities or tell the next person what's up and what's going on. Don't do that. That's not fair. It's not fair to everybody around you, and it's not fair to, you know what I'm saying, what you really trying to do. If you got an issue, speak on it. Stand up. Get things going. You know what I mean? It's only going to change when you decide to make it change. Such and such ain't going to make it because they don't see it like you do. You know what I mean? So have some common sense with yourself and be confident that you can pull through no matter what the situation is. Matter if you 6 feet in the hole, you know what I mean? Or if you up on the mountaintop. No matter if you in limbo in the middle of whatever, the rest of everybody. Figure that shit out. Have some confidence with yourself. Because you can do it no matter what. You dig what I'm saying? Because the ultimatum of you giving up, that's the worst. It's going to hurt either way, whether you want to succeed or whether you want to fail. So, you know what I'm saying? You choose which one you want to deal with for the rest of your life, and you got to tell your story of what you did and did not do to whomever that looks up to you or tries to look up to you. Because eventually the light going to come where you got to tell. And best believe they going to ask about it. And they going to check you, and they going to see what's good. So have some common sense and make sure you have that confidence to be about it. You know what I'm saying? And go about it the right way. So have some common sense with that. Confidence in your mental. Straight from your boy Deucey Deuce here at the King's Council. You did.
You know what to do, Black? Give it to me. Yeah, that nigga the bag, please.
That man, the back.
Is that the mango?
It's the mango.
The mango. Mango Kush. Yeah. Expand your mind. Literally.
Oh, man. What our brother do, our brother know. You know what I mean? Well, y'all really need to be listening to whole time. Oh, it's straight original. Our brother. In the problem. Hit y'all with some life.
It's Illosophy 101 with Illy Baby.
Mental Fortitude, part 3.
Viewer
Part 1,
discretion is
from what I
advised.
got, it was like it was based off what you should do when you're being approached with an issue. And making yourself open-minded to others. Part 2 was more so about not being shameful and acknowledging the issues that you have within yourself. This time around for 3, now we juggling the mind games and speaking on fear, conquering the greatest adversary, which is defeat within yourself. Let me just first off say to y'all that I want to thank the listeners. I do want to thank the listeners before I get started, man, for allowing this particular subject and you know, money problems and love and chivalry to like be one of our, you know, greatest like subject matters that y'all all, you know, take part in, take heed and listen to. You know what I'm saying? We grateful for y'all in that regard. So for this right here, in regards to mental fortitude, regards to the fears, I'm gonna take it straight back to 5th grade. I had a teacher back in elementary, man. Her name was Mrs. Butts. Can't even make this up. Literally, Mrs. Butts. She was a drill sergeant. And one of the things she used to tell me all the time, man, and she was like, I'm gonna tell you this, boy. I used to have parent-teacher conferences like every other week. She's like, I'm gonna tell you one thing, Philip. You are your greatest and worst enemy. And she's like, you're gonna always remember this. And she said this shit so like, it was so haunting. And I never understood what the hell that woman meant, man. But for me to remember something like that long ago, I mean, you know, speaks for itself. So, Ms. Butts, this one's for you. Because those words have haunted me all my life. We're gonna get into not just who you are as a person, but the person that you try to ignore. I want to start off by stating in regards to, we all do things in our life, we all move in life and shit like that, and a lot of times we walk around and we covering ourselves up. Sometimes we get drunk, sometimes we have to get high, sometimes we do certain shit because we can't handle the shit that we dealing with then. That's fact. You know what I'm saying? And all that is based on a simple fact. Are we really loving ourselves as much? Are we truly honoring ourselves as much? Are we truly appreciating the things that, you know, that we supposed to appreciate? And a lot of times when we don't, it's based on the simple fact that a lot of motherfuckers be in our ear whispering. And that's where I like to always bring up, why do you have people in your life if they not upholding you? Because that's just a waste of space. You know what I'm saying? I think at every season, man, we got to do some inventory and look at what we have in our life, who we have in our life, and what the fuck is their purpose. And if they're not doing the things that are necessary, then you need to take them the fuck out. Absolutely. But sometimes, you know, we get into these spaces mentally and we're dealing with fear, and sometimes that fear hinders us from moving on in life, whether it's to get a job, whether it's to progress in relationships and shit like that. There's something that's so binding or so grappling to us that just takes away from our soul, and then we allow ourselves to be a prisoner in our own self in this total liberated state of iniquity. I want all of y'all to do me a favor today at some point, man. And I want y'all to look at yourselves in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Look at that reflection, man, and ask yourself, man, like, what is it about you that's not worth loving? What is it about yourself that's not worth honoring and upholding? You know what I'm saying? Because I've stated this before, so I don't want to repeat myself, but, you know, people are always going to have opinions. There be times when, even in my personal life, you have folks that love to talk about what you used to do. Who the fuck I used to be, nigga, is, like, don't tell me some shit I did back in 08, dog. Well, sorry, I'm 37 now, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, how many years ago was that? Like, this is 2024 and you talking about something in 08, my nigga. Like, life has gone on. I've moved on. Sometimes people bring up certain shit, dog, that you don't even probably remember about yourself. And it's like, damn, you holding that much shit on me? And you don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things I've done to make myself a better person. So I always look at it like this, man. If people can't even have a conversation with you, like at least a 5-minute conversation to know who you are now compared to who the fuck you used to be, then nigga, nobody can really say shit. Because we all have a past, but your past doesn't define who you are. It puts you in the motion to move forward to be better. And it always gives you a goal to reach, to attain more of. But that's not the end all. So all in all, man, you know, it's about being successful. You know what I'm saying? Like fear makes you, you know, your worst enemy. And so like every time I think about that statement that I brought up from my teacher, I still to this day, I ask myself, nigga, what the fuck was I fearful of? Now, I've been through some things in my life, you know, just like anybody else. I'm not going to go on here and like, you know, spill it all out. But at the same fucking time, dog, you know, at a certain point in time in my life, I like to say specifically around 2011, 2012, I had to learn to like deal with those fears and juggle those fears, because having mental clarity, having mental peace, having mental stability, having that aura about yourself to be very secure. Because here's the thing, like life isn't going to be anything unless you make it to be. What you do with your life, how you handle the things in your life, is based on how you feel within yourself, how you love yourself, self-love, self-preservation, all these things, man. And sometimes I say this shit like I'm flexing, but I'm not even trying to flex when I say it at this point. There's nothing in the world that anybody could ever say about me to make me feel bad about myself. Because I'm very comfortable in my own motherfucking shoes. I've never tried to, you know, fit into a stigma or a certain. That's ignorant within itself, because you think I'm a certain way, or because you see a certain component about me that just specifies, oh, I'm only this. It's just the most ignorant shit. And if you an ignorant motherfucker, I don't need your dumb ass around my fucking life, because I ain't. All in all, man, I'ma just say continue to move, man. Continue to move and make yourself free from those things that you think that you're not able to attain, you know. Because being fearful ain't always about being scared of the dark, or being scared of a monster or a boogeyman, or being robbed or some shit like that. Sometimes people are fearful of success. Sometimes people are fearful of just being happy. And that's deep right there. Some motherfuckers are scared of just being happy. That's crazy. And for what? And then I'm not saying it from no judgmental point or anything. I'm just saying, dog, like something as simple and as natural as that, you make it such a fucking mountain that you're not even willing to climb over and attain. What the fuck? Pineapples. This is wild to me, man. But all in all, man, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and try to waste y'all's time. I do want to say, man, like when we do these things here, man, we allow ourselves to be open to y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, I try not to be too personal, but I try to show you enough to let you know that it's okay to be secure. I tell you certain shit about my motherfucking life so niggas can, you know, feel like, hey, it's okay for a nigga to, you know, be okay in his own skin. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself, dog. Because if you ain't gonna love yourself, then who the fuck is? And then if that's the case, for how long? So with that being stated, man, that's my philosophy. Problems.
It's Illosophy 101 with Illy Baby.
So with that being stated, ladies and gentlemen, this was Mental Fortitude.
Yep.
We thank y'all for listening.
Sure do. As always, all our subs, you know what I mean? You know where to get us at, find us at, follow us. You know what I'm saying? The King's Council, Facebook, Young King's Council on the Instagram, the Young King's Council on the YouTube. You know what I mean? Over 100 subs and counting.
So much. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? On X and Twitter, whatever it's called now. Council Kings. You know what I mean? And definitely tap into what our sponsors, you know what I'm saying, D-Miracle, Roadside Assistance, ladies and gentlemen, if your car broke down anywhere in this great old DC metropolitan area, you know what I'm saying, holla at my brother, you know what I'm saying, there's part of D-Miracle Roadside Assistance. All your roadside assistance needs, troubles, you know what I'm saying, all that there, he got you. Guaranteed. Oil change, he got you. Battery replacement, he got you. You know what I'm saying? Tow, he got you. You know what I mean? We'll talk. Holla at him. We got you. Definitely our number one sponsor. Also, you know what I'm saying? Kimmy Crafty Creations. Right here. Giving us the glasses that we so elegantly love and appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Straight from Kimmy, my wifey. So, tap in with us, you know what I mean? We definitely glowing on up, growing on up, getting it together. You know what I mean? So you gotta tap in.
Tap in, man. Definitely tap in. By the way, Meech is on, y'all.
Oh shit.
Shit, Big Meech is on, man. Welcome home, Meech.
Welcome home, big home.
Yes, sir.
You know the streets
by the way,
lit.
I do want to say this. If by any chance y'all feel like, you know, y'all need to reach out to us, or y'all feeling some type of way or whatever like that, and you know you going through certain shit or whatever in your life, man, you feel like there ain't nobody willing to listen or whatever, you know, reach out to us, email us or whatnot.
Quick.
You know, put that email back down there again.
Yeah, definitely.
We willing to listen. We willing to hear you out, because you know, again, nobody should ever feel like they alone.
Right.
Nobody should ever feel like, you know, they ain't being heard or understood or respected or valued. So,
real talk.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
Stated, man. We love y'all.
Yeah, love y'all, man. Real talk. You know, keep y'all heads up through everything. We gonna check back in next episode. Talking about politics. Don't tell nobody else.
Oh, America.
Oh, America. My home. Sweet home, head ass.
Shit, man. We stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, man, check in with us, King's Council. Lounge Network. We signing out. Your boy Deuce.
Go by the name of Boulevard P, y'all.
It's your boy OG Black.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out.
We go.
It's the council, you bastards.
Gone.